Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Love Tennis by Hazel. Holiday season is here and Tennis Now has teamed up with Love Tennis by Hazel, a unique tennis jewelry company, to help you pick the perfect gift for the tennis lover in your life. Save 15% off the entire collection when you use the code SAVE15 before November 23rd. All right, the Czech Republic is a Fed Cup superpower. Karolina Pliskova and Barbara Strycova defeated French Open doubles champions Caroline Garcia and Kristina Mladenovic 7-5, 7-5 to clinch the Czech Republic's dramatic 3-2 win over host France in the Fed Cup final. The Czech Republic celebrated its 5th Fed Cup championship in the last 6 years and captured its 10th Fed Cup title overall. We know Karolina Pliskova is one of the premier power players in the game, but the U.S. Open finalist showed she has some amazing feel as well. Karolina gave us the best shot sequence of the final with this magical running lob and drop volley combination to earn the final break. Playing to win its first Fed Cup championship since 2003 and its first ever Fed Cup on home soil, France took a 2-1 lead when Garcia defeated Pliskova. Subbing for Petra Kvitova, Strycova beat Aliza Cornet to even the tie before partnering Pliskova to clinch the cup again. You may recall last November, Karolina and Barbara beat Russia in the decisive doubles match to clinch the 2015 Cup for the Czechs as well. It was a bittersweet final for France, which battled the defending champions right to the last ball. Afterwards, French captain Amélie Mauresmo announced that she is stepping down from her post to have her second child due next April. The 37-year-old Amélie gave birth to her first child, son Aaron, last August. The former world number 1 remains the all-time French leader in Fed Cup victories and was bidding to become just the 4th woman to win Fed Cup as a player and as a captain. It was a milestone moment for Czech captain Petr Pala, who now is the most successful Fed Cup captain in history, having led his team to 5 titles in his tenure. A truly great effort from both teams, who gave us a dramatic final to remember. All right, so how do players unwind after this long, grueling season? With some pretty cool vacation trips. Take a look. Dominika Sibylkova spent some time modeling for the cover of 4 Men magazine. The world number 5 also hit the beach for a little vacay, and she brought her world ranking with her. Fabio Fognini was happy just being Fabio. And it seems he shared the peace with his wife Flavia Pannetta. Caroline Wozniacki worked on her flexibility with some yoga. Caroline also got her kicks in before the first ever UFC fight staged in New York's Madison Square Garden. Leaving the practice courts for the pyramids, Garbiñe Muguruza looks very relaxed in the desert. Roger Federer warmed up for winter modeling for Nike. Serena Williams hits the beach. Monica Puig laced up the gloves and threw some punches. Svetlana Kuznetsova took her parents on a trip to the beach. Rafa Nadal peaked in the mountains with his girlfriend. And Maria Sharapova joined her buddy Tommy Haas, celebrating his lovely daughter Josephine's birthday. Andrea Petkovic gave us the reverse moonwalk.
La la, let's go. La la, let's go, let's go.
Belinda Bencic hit with her little brother, who actually now is a little bigger. And even the guys still at work playing the ATP World Tour Finals paused for this very cool version of the Mannequin Challenge. Music soothes the soul and brought a smile to Novak Djokovic's face. Nole, who won his record fourth consecutive ATP World Tour Finals last November, tuned up for his title defense in London with this musical message to his fans. The Joker has a habit of finding his groove just before the big tournaments. Remember, Nole turned Arthur Ashe Kids Day into a dance party before the 2015 U.S. Open. I think he had us all fooled there for just a second. Justine Henin shared some joy with her fans. The Hall of Famer announced that she is pregnant with her second child due to arrive next spring. Justine and her husband Benoit welcomed their first child, daughter Laylee, back in March of 2013. Last July, Justine became the first Belgian inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Prior to her induction in Newport, Justine reflected on a key to her career.
Being the first Belgian was something special because the country was crazy. I mean, the story was perfect. You know, in Belgium, there are two parts in Belgium, the part where we speak French and the other part with the Flemish people. And so the story, especially for the press, was perfect. But it was a 10 million country people crazy about the fact that we were at 21 and 20 years old playing a final of a Grand Slam. The King of Belgium was there.
Coincidentally, compatriot Kim Clijsters gave birth to her third child, an adorable baby boy, Blake Richard Lynch, just last month. Kim and Andy Roddick are nominated for the Hall of Fame's class of 2017. That's it for this time, but before we go, a shout out to our sponsor, Love Tennis by Hazel. Check out the fab designs at lovetennisbyhazel.com. That's it for now. I'm Grace Carter. See you next time here on Tennis Now.